Welcome back to Just the Thing. That's my timer. Today I wanted to show you guys how to make pectin from scratch. That way, let's pretend you couldn't get to the grocery store and you wanted to make some jam, jelly, any of that, preserves. You got to have pectin for that. And then probably later on this week I could show you how to make jam wine. Realistically, jam wine, you're going to have pectinase to break down the same pectin that you put in. So rather than going and buying pectinase, just do everything that you would for the jam and don't put pectin in. And then from there, you should have a pretty decent gravity wine to start with. I'll throw you the jingle. Just the thing. Just the thing. Watch this thing. Let me show you. Oh, that came out alright. Alright, so let me get this tripod over here. So, any fruit contains pectin in the skin of the fruit. Typically, in my experience, I use apples for my pectin. What you do, you just cut it up, make sure that the water can get to the seeds. Most of the pectin is going to be in the seeds, the skin, that sort of thing. You can use any fruit. Like I said, they have varying levels of pectin. For apples, you usually want to use unripe apples, but a lot of people in the old days, they would make apple pie, and then rather than letting that go to waste, they would sit there and turn it into pectin. So that's what it looks like. Had it on the stove, you just boil it for a good 45 minutes, something like that. I cut them into 4, quarters, just so that the seeds are getting boiled pretty good. When you stab the apple, well, I think I got it on video. It should be nice and soft, mushy. Come on, buddy. Should be nice and mushy. Yeah, my son wants to say it.
Hello, people.
Alright. So, yep, we let it boil for about 45 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in a colander so I can get the big pieces out. Then, if I overdid it, sometimes it can get real mushy. Then you run a sieve, catch the, slightly smaller particles. And then, sorry, man, I'm still not feeling too great. You use a cheesecloth, coffee filter, paper towel, and if you're really struggling, you can use a sock. I use a sock for a lot of my stuff, like making coffee in the morning. If I ain't got coffee filters, I could throw it through a sock. I know it don't sound right, but it just come out the wash. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let's see if I can try not to get burnt here. Oh, it smells good. I'm going to set you guys on the other side here. Okay. So rather than wasting these, we're going to throw these outside for the ducks. Let me just let them, yeah. Yeah, we got 2 ducks. Them decoys draw them in.
Oh.
Watch yourself, that's hot.
I know.
Alright. You know what? If you want to be in the video so badly, Willie, can you help me?
Yeah, sure.
What are you doing? Alright. Come on, bud. I want you to hold this. Make sure this don't fall. So give me your hand. No, hold the inside. Alright. I'm going to pour it over. Don't burn yourself and don't let it fall. So far, so good. You're doing a great job.
How much is it?
Until it's done. That's how much, buddy. Come on. Alright, now, hold on. Alright, you can let go.
Burned. Shut the fuck up, man.
Okay. So now this might be draining might even drain overnight. It depends on how mushy I got it. I tried to drain her out. But, so, after you strain this out, you're going to have to do a reduction, like what they do with red wines for salad dressings. So I'm going to take this liquid, put it back in that pan, and then boil it over on itself for 10 minutes. You want to have about half of what you started with. Like I said, you want to usually want to use unripe apples, but they'll also use crab apples, you know, so it's just going to be the difference of how much pectin you actually get out of it. If you're worried that the fruit you have is lower in pectin, make a bigger batch. You just throw the fruit on there, cover it with water, so it doesn't matter how much you use, you just want to make sure it's fully submerged. Boil it for 45 minutes, strain it out. Huh? Move, bud. You're really getting me.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to the other side. Then we'll turn it back on and boil it up for 10 minutes. You'll see the finish. So once you have the pectin made, there's numerous ways that you can store it. You can either freeze it in an ice cube tray and then pull out a little pectin cube when you're going to make jelly, or you can put it in a mason jar and then, you know, sterilize it like you would any other canning thing, and that'll store it. Or a hybrid of the two methods. Put it in a big bowl that's got a lid and throw it in the freezer. You'll just have to unthaw it. Now, when you put pectin in jelly recipes, you usually want to have some sort of high acidity for the pectin to firm right back up. Usually this comes in the form of like lemon juice. I use citrus, like orange zest. The outside of an orange, peel that up, you know, scrape it on a cheese grater or whatever. I use that for quite a few recipes. But yeah. I look forward to showing you guys the next video. A lot of this stuff people will go to the store and spend money on, and it just don't make no sense. Like what are you really gaining? You're just wasting your money. You know, instead of buying pectin, get you a fruit bush, get you a apple tree. Eat crab apples. It's hard not to grow them things, you know. There's a lot of things that people just forgot how to do, and it wasn't by accident, it was by design. They don't want you to remember how to do that stuff. So, yeah. So I guess because I'm making this pectin, my next one will be the shut the freezer. It's not working right. The next video is going to be the dandelion jelly. But I make it on the thinner side, so that's why it's called poor man's honey. That's what a lot of people do. It literally does taste a lot like honey. You get a lot of the flower notes from the dandelions. So yeah, my next video I'll do the dandelion jelly, and then from there I'll show you guys dandelion wine. All right, bye.